Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So, I don't normally get political. I really don't. Let me grab my hot water for tea because I want hot tea today, even though it is still August and I really shouldn't. Not I shouldn't, like it's bad for me. I don't know. I think I just want the comfort and calm of my nighttime tea. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know my nighttime tea is like part of my ritual. Though I haven't even showered yet. I just want the comfort and calm of tea. So anyways, I digress. I've been so distracted this summer. Summer has not been easy. I took on too much. I became overwhelmed. It's been very difficult socially. I don't know if any women out there are feeling the push the way I am. I try and be positive, and I try and smile, and guys really like it when you smile. Like when when all the guys say you should smile more, they mean it. The problem is that I'm not smiling because I want their attention. I'm smiling because I'm happy about something, or I'm in my head thinking about something good. And then they just interrupt it. So, it's not an easy time to be a woman. Not that it's ever been an easy time to be a woman, but it feels very frustrating. It feels very difficult. I've had this problem for months going on. Guys who think it's okay to just like come up and put their arm around me or touch me, and they don't even know me. Come into my space. It's just not cool. It's not acceptable. A lot of sexism. I had a guy tell me that I should have gotten married when my kid was young because it would have made me a better mother, and I was a bad mom because I was a single mom, which was just a really shitty thing to say. But here's the thing. So when you hear the guy says, all women should be married, because he told me multiple times, not only did this person tell me that I should have been married when my kid was young, he told me that I should get married now. Like, I shouldn't be single. Like, being a single woman isn't a valid choice. Because, women, we aren't independent thinkers. We can't do it on our own. So, and another guy, kind of struggled to understand the concept of no. I mean, I was okay. I'm a wily one now. Got years of experience in this brain. So I wasn't, I guess we'll say, really accosted, I guess. The thing is that everybody likes to say, oh, well, it's because these guys are conservative. They've been conservative, they've been liberal, they've been independent, Democrats, Republicans. It doesn't matter. And the thing is that we're all in this culture war right now. Why not pit people against each other? And the thing is like the whole alt-right pipeline kills me, because the thing is that I don't know if there's an alt-left pipeline, but the alt-right pipeline, that's not like normal conservatives. That's not, because I grew up in a very, very blended family with Democrats and conservatives, and a few of us were independents. Wide variety of people in my life growing up. But what I've noticed is unique about the alt-right pipeline is they find it's a culture war, and they find something to make you hate. And while it's called the alt-right pipeline, honestly, it's just the hate pipeline. I've seen numerous liberals pulled into this alt-right pipeline. And what they do is they find something you hate or something you fear. You know, this guy claiming he was, I would never, ever, ever vote for a Republican. Sir, you just, in the span of 10 minutes, made racist remarks, homophobic remarks, sexist remarks, and I don't know what you call it when you're against a specific religion, but like hate against Muslims and Hindus and Indian people and xenophobia. Like, but he had seen this thing, and it was the thing he'd watched on, social media or whatever, was that the reason why Trump is president is because the Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan voted for him out of pettiness, because of the Palestine-Israel thing. Like, it makes no sense. Like, apparently he believed, like this guy literally believed that a community in Dearborn, Michigan was enough to get President Trump elected, which to me is just the most ridiculous thing in the world, because that would mean that we have one swing state, Michigan, and the rest of us don't matter. And it was just very nonsensical. There was no logic to it. And I think therein lies the problem, because here's the thing. The people sucking you into this hate, they want you to hate. They want us to hate each other. They want me to hate you and you to hate me. Men to hate women and women to hate men. And the thing is a lot of these people now that it's considered acceptable in society, they're starting to show their true colors. I saw a video the other day where teachers literally, it was dressed like your student's day. I could tell within about 5 seconds of this video that the students were people of color. They taught at a school with primarily black students. And these teachers were going around mocking students, who many of them have no idea what these students go through. I mean, I've worked in trauma-informed schools, and let me tell you, when you, you've got to understand, if you're watching this, there's a good chance that I have taught a 4th grader, 5th grader, 3rd grader that has dealt with more shit in their short little life than you will until the day you die. I'm not saying all of you, but it is crazy what these kids go through. And how some of them are still so positive. Somebody trying to literally shoot at them. And instead of being like, oh, they were shooting at us, they said, I am so thankful we didn't get shot. Like, where does that immense amount of positivity come from? As the other children were pushing them into school and trying to keep them safe, and then the kid that's actually has their family being shot at is like, I'm happy that my family is all alive. That's all that matters. Yay. And it's The thing is, you don't even get it. Like, and I don't really fully get it. I've seen it. And you know, but these kids, like, this is their life, and it's not always an easy one. And so if I can tell by the way the teachers are dressed and the way they're acting, because it was a really exaggerated act too, like they were pulling out all the bad behaviors of the students. And the thing is one of the things you want to do with students is you want to build that community, because until they know you care, they don't care what you know. And they came back to school with the staff mocking them. They're not dumb. They're young. They're not stupid. You know, I'm pretty sure they can tell that the teachers are mocking them. And I found it to be completely unacceptable. But then there is a school where they're teaching these kids, and the teachers dressed up, played the fool, exaggerated all of the bad behaviors, and sorry, my potatoes got done, but that'll be okay. And did that. And that's considered okay in today's society. It's not. It's not, because that is a form of hate. And so I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican or progressive or a liberal or a conservative or, you know, independent or whatever. I know I've definitely missed some of the like 73 different political affiliations. What I care about is if you hate. And so it might not sound frugal, but part of being frugal is creating a world in which things are affordable for everyone, not just trying to scrape by, because we can keep on trying and trying and trying to scrape by. Meat prices are going up, and egg prices are going up, and the rich are telling us to eat cereal and peanut butter. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my morning cereal. And the rich don't even have to be really rich. They can be spoiled little shits who've never moved out of mommy and daddy's house, who have no idea what it's like to actually have to pay a fucking bill. They have to, you know, pay their share of the car insurance. Are you fucking kidding me, kid? And don't get me wrong, I have no problem with like kids who have to stay at home. I've had to move back in with my parents before during rough times, like when I had my kid. My kid's more than welcome to stay at my house as long as he wants. It's not about that. It's about the factor that he can't even move out on his own, and he acts like, you know, he wastes money like crazy. He makes the same amount of money as me. He just blows it all, and then he acts like all classist and shit. So we need to quit worrying about the billionaires. They'll be okay. And if they're not, who gives a fuck? They're robber barons. They have stolen from you and I. They've stolen by underpaying their workers. So by stealing from their workforce, getting government subsidies, and then not paying their employees enough to even survive. So then their employees, who are working a full-time job, are having to get food stamps and other government assistance because they aren't paid a fair wage. So you and I are subsidizing the billionaires, because it's the billionaires who are making the money, not the poor people. The poor people who need those benefits, the poor people who need those benefits, it's 100% not the same as the rich. Nobody needs to be a billionaire. And you don't get to be a billionaire without being an ass. I am sorry, but you just don't. Like the whole, if you put it into seconds, a million seconds is like what, like a week or two, and a billion seconds is like 30 some years or something like that. It's insane to me. And like, they're just getting richer and richer and richer, and we're letting it happen. So one of the things we're going to have to do is we're going to have to stop hating. We're going to, and I know I have a lot of people who follow me who are really nice people. You volunteer and you help people. You help your kids and your grandkids. And I know from communicating with you and the comments you leave, some of you are so full of love. And so what we're going to have to do, those of us who are full of love, we're going to have to figure out how to help so that we can bridge this culture gap. Because honestly, are you so mad at your gay neighbor that you're okay with you're okay with you being hurt? And don't give me, like, some people are like, I'm okay with them hurting others. I'm just not okay with them hurting me. And literally, I've heard people say, no, I'm not okay with that. That hurts me. But I'm okay with all the other stuff they do that essentially is hurting other people. And that's not okay. So we have to figure out a way to build that community and stop, because if we keep allowing this hate to fester, the rich are the rich have us right where they want us, stuck in their little fucked up system where they take all of our money and they take all of our labor. They would be nothing without us. There are so many of us. And they're smart enough to know that there's more of us than them. There's no way they could win if we all work together. Republicans, independents, Democrats. If we all stopped fighting each other and said, no, the billionaires have to pay their fair share. Y'all are so worried that you may be a billionaire one day and have to pay excessive taxes. If I won $1 billion right now and somebody said that I had to give 90% away, I'd still have like $100 million. Right? Oh shoot, did I do my math right? $1 billion is 1,000 millions, and so 9, yeah, I think so, right? Yeah. I'd still have $100 million. Anybody here need more than $100 million? Even if I had to give, if I was getting $1 billion a year and I had to give 99% of it away, that's $1 million, right? Right? If I'm doing my math right, I think so. Right? $1 million? No, that's more than $1 million. Maybe it's, crap, I can't do math. Okay, let me think. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Maybe I'll try and remember to edit it. Crap. I'm at like 20 minutes in and I am just not getting my point across here. But they don't need that much money. They're not doing anything. They're blowing up the world. They're building stupid data farms that, like, what is it? Data centers, which pollute and they're noisy and they're horrible, horrible things. So just stop. Stop hating. Stop. If you're a Republican, stop with the libtard crap. That's inappropriate. If you're a Democrat, stop with the FAFO crap. Stop fighting with each other and start building bridges with the people who are in your socioeconomic class, and just have a little thing that's different. Start doing that and finding a way to make it work, because we are drowning here and we're at a precipice, and pretty soon we're going to fall off of it. I'm pretty sure we already have. So now we get to all claw our way back up. So it might not sound frugal, but oh my God, you all need to do it. We all need to do this because it's the only way we're going to survive. You need to stop hating. And if you can stop hating them long enough to get them to see you as human, and you can see them as human, then maybe they can stop hating you. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying put yourself in harm's way. I have a neighbor who has not like a close neighbor, but like in the same neighborhood, who I don't even walk on that side of the neighborhood anymore because they have different political views than I do, and they like to beat up women, like put them in the hospital, like end up in the pokey for the night because for the 17th time they've beat up a woman. So I'm not saying try and make friends with those guys. Those guys are the lost cause. You're never going to win them. But try and make friends with the people who do have, I mean, my favorite neighbors and I have completely different political views. But you know what? They know I would run from a fire. I guess I didn't technically run through a fire to make sure they were safe. And I know that they would keep me and my kids safe. I know that if a tragedy happens and I am not home, that she will make sure my kid is okay. So, even though we have very different political views, and that's okay. Because we used to be able to have different political views until the hate war began. So end the hate war. So today's tip for frugal living is to make friends with somebody in your own socioeconomic class and stop worshiping the rich, because you're never going to be them. And if you somehow make it, and you somehow end up a billionaire, they don't give a shit. They're going to just, shrug you off. You're not that much of a billionaire. You gotta remember, a lot of them are old money. They're all like, have some sort of connections to it. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa. Sorry, this is a long one. If you've held on, thank you so much. This year I am sharing 365 tips for frugal living. Some of them will be grocery tips, and some of them apparently will be political, but anyways, if you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow.